welcome to another episode of Rob's World of Boxing. Let's get it. All right. Sorry for my brief hiatus last week, man. I wasn't feeling too well. Feeling a little better this week, so here I am. All right. We ain't had a lot of boxing action to start off 2023, man. No lie. Well, we had it, in the beginning with Javante and all that, but ever since then, man, it's been tailing off. Last couple weeks have not been nothing to write home about in the boxing world, man. Hopefully, February will be better than January. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. First fight card I want to talk about was Saturday, January 21st. In Manchester, England. It was a DAZN card. It was a 12-round contest at middleweight. Middleweight is 160 pounds. If you didn't know, it was Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith. Chris Eubank Jr. was 32-2, 23 KOs from the UK. Liam Smith was 32-3, 1 draw, 20 KOs. He's also in the UK. All right, Chris Eubank Jr. was boxing good in this fight, looking like a young Roy Jones Jr., elusive, throwing a jab out there. He was looking nice, man, until he wasn't. When Liam Smith caught him with a right hand in the corner and buckled him, and it was all she wrote, man. He got back up to get put back down. And, yeah, man, after that, the ref stopped it, giving a 4th round TKO win to Liam Smith. Advancing his record to 33 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, and 21 KOs. And yeah, man, Chris Eubank Jr. falling to 32-3. Freaking yeah, I don't really know where Chris Eubank Jr. goes after this fight, man, no lie. Because he was looking good throughout the whole fight until he got hit, man. I feel like his punch resistance is at an all-time low now, and it might be time for him to hang it up, just for his future, in life. But, yeah, man, good job, Liam Smith, getting that win. Undercard wasn't nothing to write home about. It was the DAZN undercard. Yeah. All right, let's get into the next card I want to talk about. It happened January 28th, 2023. Well, Saturday, January 28th, 2023. It was an ESPN card. ESPN is top-ranked by around all those guys. It was from the UK. It was Arthur Beterbiev versus Anthony Yarde. Anthony Yarde was 23-2, 22 KOs. He's 31 years of age. He's from the UK. Arthur Beterbiev was 18-0, 18 KOs, 38 years of age. He's getting up there in age. And he's from Russia. But as you see, he's one of the best in the sport. You can tell from his record, man. 18-0 with 18 KOs. Everybody he's got in the ring with, he's KO'd them. So, and he's a grown-ass man he's putting down. So, yeah, man. He's something to write to the hood about. But, all right. Beterbiev mid-range boxing game, man, is up to par. He's really good in that area. He was showing at this fight, man, and Anthony Yarde was doing a horrible job of, keeping him at distance or getting in the inside and not letting him get to that mid-range point because Beterbiev was living there. And once he got there, he made it a home, man. Anthony Yarde, he was looking tired as hell, man, by the 4th round. Andre Ward and Tim Bradley and all the, boxing guru guys, they say he's too strong, to be a boxer, man. Basically, boxers are not supposed to have all that muscle, because they become fatigued with all the muscle, throwing punches and just something about, they were saying something, but it makes a lot of sense. Like, you have to haul that weight around the ring to all 12 rounds. So, yeah, I can imagine. Shit, I be doing pull-ups and shit at the gym. I be exhausted. Just those body weight workouts. So I can imagine how he feels. Yeah, but he was tired by the 4th round, mouth open, and Yeah, man, you could tell. Yeah, man. Anthony Yarde, he was cut under the right eye after the 5th round. And Beterbiev actually got cut above the left eye in the 6th round. So both fighters were cut, you know, after the 6th round. I feel like Anthony Yarde cut was a little less volatile than Arthur Beterbiev's cut. His cut was kind of gruesome there. So, yeah, man. Yarde was doing a good job of effectively pressuring Arthur Beterbiev, in my opinion, getting a second win, you know, and pressuring Beterbiev, you know, from the 7th round to the 8th round when he got caught, man. Or Anthony Yarde he got caught with a right hand hook, and yeah, man, it was all she wrote, man. It dropped Yarde. And yeah, man, the ref, well, not even the ref. Yarde's corner stopped the fight. He dropped Yarde, and he was kind of in his corner. He got up and he kind of looked at his corner for a while, and without even looking at the ref. You know, the ref will tell you instructions: walk forward, do this, do this. He wasn't even looking at the ref. He was looking at his corner, and I felt like that was a big no-no, man, because he was looking for some, you know, he was looking for a savior, you know, from his corner, and yeah, man, he wasn't following the ref instructions, and I think his corner seen that, stood up on the apron, stopped the fight, man. Seen he wasn't in it no more. Giving Arthur Beterbiev the 8th round KO win versus Anthony Yarde. Yeah, man, that fight kind of played out exactly how I thought it would play out. Arthur Beterbiev and Anthony Yarde just aren't on the same level, man. Arthur Beterbiev is arguably pound one of the greatest fighters, you know, today. And Anthony Yarde is just not that, man. He's just not that. I want to see what, you know, Arthur Beterbiev said after the fight, what he want to do. He want to, you know, he want to fight Dimitri Bivol, man, for all the belts at 175. You know, so he can become the king at light heavyweight with no dispute, undisputed champion. That's what I would love to see. I feel like, yeah, that'd be a great fight, a great contest. I personally, you know, well, because you got power, brute power with Arthur Beterbiev. He's 18-0, 18 KOs. Well, 19-0, 19 KOs now. And and freaking Dimitri Bivol, he's an elite boxer, man. You know, so that's a clash of styles, man. I feel like, quick prediction, I feel like Beterbiev will put up a hell of a fight, man. And, you know, it'll be close. But I feel like Bivol might pull that one out. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. All right, let's move on to the next card I want to talk about. I actually didn't see that undercard, which kind of, it kind of pissed me off, man. I was, like I said, feeling the best, and I was fucking moving around and trying to do hella shit, because since I was feeling a little better, and, you know, I wasn't able to sit down and watch the fight. But yeah, man, I know that was a it probably was a pretty good undercard, being it was an ESPN card, but I didn't check it out, man. I'll let y'all know how it was in my next video. Sorry about that, guys. But all right, let's get to the next card I want to talk about. It transpired Saturday, January 28th in Inglewood, California. It was a DAZN card. Yeah, man, I guess DAZN has a partnership with Golden Boy too, man, because this was a Golden Boy promotion. Golden Boy is Oscar De La Hoya, all those guys. All right, the fight I want to talk about was a 12-round contest of welterweight. Welterweight is 147 pounds. If you didn't know, it was Alexis Rocha versus George Ashe. Alexis Rocha was 21-1, 13 KOs, 25 years of age. He's a southpaw from Santa Ana, California. His opponent, George Ashe, was 33-5, 1 draw, 25 KOs, and yeah, he's 38 years of age. And I don't know who the fuck George Ashe was before the fight. I'm like, does he need lotion? What's going on? I don't know this guy. But yeah, man, George Ashe. All right, Rocha actually dropped Ashe with a right hook in the 3rd round. Yeah, and I was thinking like, his levels to this, man. They knew what they was doing, throwing fucking Rocha in the ring with Ashley, cuz, man. They knew what they was doing, man, and it showed, man. Ashley showed a lot of heart, though, man, but it was just, like I said, it was just too much to overcome, man. Rocha actually got cut from a clash of heads, though, in the right, over the right eye during this fight. Ashley got caught with a right hand on the chin in the 7th round. It was a beautiful right hand, too. Oh, my God. What did Big Phil be saying? He chin-checked him. He chin-checked the hell out of that boy. Jesus. And, yeah, man, it was all she wrote. He put him to bed in front of all those people, man. Scoring a 7th round KO win for Alexis Rocha, man. Getting that win against George Ashley. Yeah, a guy who I haven't heard of. They saying that he's gonna fight Terrence Crawford next. I like to see that. Well, Terrence Crawford gonna beat the hell out of Alexis Rocha. Who beat Alexis Speedy Rashidi Ellis beat freaking Alexis Rocha. You can't handle Speedy, man. You can't for sure handle Crawford, man. So if they fight, man, look for that second loss, Alexis Rocha. Stay out of that boy way, if you ask me. All right. Next fight I want to talk about was on their undercard. It was a 10-round contest at lightweight. Lightweight is 135 pounds. If you didn't know, it was Floyd Schofield versus Alberto Machado. Floyd Schofield was 12-0, 10 KOs. He's 20 years of age. He's from New Jersey. And his opponent, Alberto Machado, was 17-4 with 1 draw, 4 KOs. He suffered losses from Chris Colbert and Lamont Roach, who were both undefeated fighters when they beat him. It's not the case no more for either fighter. Schofield scored a unanimous decision win in this fight. I ain't gonna get too much in it, but he scored a unanimous decision win in this fight. After the fight, he called out Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, which I feel he is not ready for. I feel like he should leave them boys alone. But yeah, good job, Floyd Schofield. All right, that was it for the fights that transpired over the weekend of January 28th and January 21st. All right, let's talk about the upcoming fights. The fights that's going to transpire this upcoming weekend. First fight card I want to talk about is going to happen Friday. I repeat, Friday, February 3rd, 2023. It's going to be in Glendale, Arizona. It's an ESPN/ESPN Plus card for the vacant WBO junior lightweight belt. It's Emmanuel Navarrete versus Liam Wilson. It comes on at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. 10 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, the main event is that junior lightweight. Junior lightweight is 130 pounds. It's a 12-round contest between Emmanuel Navarrete and Liam Wilson, as I just stated. Emmanuel Navarrete is 36-1, 30 KOs, 28 years of age. He stands at 5'7" with a 72-inch reach. He's from Mexico. His first fight, this is his first fight at 130 pounds after dominating 126. His long loss came in 2012. Yeah, in his 6th pro fight, man. So, you know, that's nothing to be ashamed of. He was still learning. But he ain't lost since. He's been beating the hell out of people ever since. All right, his opponent, Liam Wilson. He's 11-1, 7 KOs, 26 years of age. He stands at 5'9.5" with a 70-inch reach. He's from Australia. And I never heard of this guy, honestly. All right, so Emmanuel Navarrete should make easy work of a guy I never heard of. Emmanuel Navarrete, he's a dog, man. He comes forward and non-stop throws about 1,000,000 punches a fight, man. I don't see Liam Wilson stopping it. So, I say a 3rd-round KO win for Emmanuel Navarrete, getting that belt at 130 and, you know, planting his flag at 130. Coming a champ at 130. All right. Next fight I want to talk about is a junior welterweight contest. Junior welterweight is 140 pounds. If you didn't know, it's a 10-round contest. It's between Jose Pedraza and Arnold Barbosa Jr. Jose Pedraza is 29-4 1 draw, 14 KOs, 33 years of age. He stands at 5'8" with a 70.5-inch reach. He's from Puerto Rico, and he hasn't won since June of 2021, man. So he's desperate for a win. All right, his opponent, Arnold Barbosa Jr. He's 27-0, 10 KOs, 31 years of age. He stands at 5'9" with a 72-inch reach. He's from LA, and yeah, man, Pedraja is gonna be the best opponent on his record thus far, man. So let's see if he can get this win in a step-up fight for him, or will he stumble, trip, and fall over the Pedraja step. I feel like his last fight, it wasn't nothing to write home about. What's his name? Zarilla or something? Zarilla, and somebody who really wasn't even that, Barbosa struggled with. All right, and I feel like he's gonna struggle with Pedraja, man. I say this gonna be Pedraja first win in 2 years, man. Let's give it to him. Upset alert! I got Pedraja in split decision win. Jose Pedraja. All right. Next fight I want to talk about is a 10-round contest at 130 pounds. 130 pounds is junior lightweight. If you didn't know, it's between Andres Cortes and Luis Melendez. Andres Cortes is 18-0, 10 KOs, 25 years of age. He stands at 5'7" with a 65-inch reach. He's from Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, man, he's the next wave of guys at 130 pounds, in my opinion. All right, his opponent, Luis Melendez. He's 17-2, 13 KOs, 24 years of age. He stands at 5'9" with a 68-inch reach, and he's from Puerto Rico. He's coming off of a loss, a majority decision loss versus Eduardo Ramirez, who was 26-2 and 3 when they clashed. And Melendez lost. All right. I feel like this should be an easy. Well, I ain't gonna say easy. Melendez only lost twice. I feel like this should be a pretty decent fight, competitive fight. But I feel like Andres Cortes should pull it out, man. Like I said, he's the next wave of guys at 130 pounds. I have a lot of faith in him. I say 7th round KO win for Andres Cortes. Continuing his winning ways. All right. Next fight I want to talk about on the card is a 6-round contest of middleweight. Middleweight is 160 pounds. If you didn't know, it's between Nico Ali Wash and Narado Alea. Nico Ali Wash is 7-0, 5 KOs, 22 years of age. He has a He stands at 6 foot even, with a 74-inch reach. He's from Chicago, Illinois. And if you didn't know, he's the grandson of the greatest. Eduardo Alea. He's 9-2, 1 draw, 3 KOs, 30 years of age. He stands at 5'8". He's from Sac up here, We gonna say it's the Bay, man. Everybody say Sac ain't the Bay, man. We fuck with Sac, man. Y'all a part of us, man. But yeah, man, he up here with us. He's from Sacramento, California, man. And, yeah, man, he's lost to a guy who was 6, 18, and 2. That's an ugly record. But it was in 2019, so hopefully he's, learned from that. And, yeah, man. But I don't think he has, man. I think Nico Ali Wash should make easy work of a guy who's lost to a guy who's 6, 18, and 2. And, continue his winning ways. I say, another knockout for Nico Ali Wash. He's been really improving lately with his new trainer. And, his power's been coming through, man. Translating really well. I feel like it's going to be a 4th round knockout for Nico Ali Wash. All right. The next fight I want to talk about on the card is 8-round contest of junior welterweight. Junior welterweight is 140 pounds. If you did know, it's between Lindolfo Delgado and Clarence Booth. Lindolfo Delgado is 16-0, 13 KOs, 28 years of age. He stands at 5'9" with a 68-inch reach, and he's from Mexico. He's a nice-looking young prospect, man. But at 28, he might need to speed it along. All right, his opponent, Clarence Booth. He's 21-6, 13 KOs, 35 years of age. He stands at 5'9" with a 71-inch reach, and he's from Jacksonville, Florida. He's lost his last 2 fights, Clarence Booth being, man. I feel like Landolfo Delgado is going to make easy work of Clarence Booth, man. You can tell from his record, he's a knockout artist, 13 KOs and 16 fights. I feel like this fight will be no different. I got Landolfo Delgado with a second round knockout early on, early on in the fight, catching Clarence Booth and getting him out of there. All right. Next fight card. That's it for that fight card. It's a pretty good fight card. If you can, check it out, man. Like I said, those ESPN cards be the shit. And I'm gonna go back and watch the Dr. Beterbiev ESPN card. Talk about it next week, like I said, because I know that was the shit too. All right. Next fight card I want to talk about is gonna transpire Saturday, February 3rd. I repeat, Saturday, February 3rd. The last one was Friday, February 2nd. This was Saturday, February 3rd. All right, this one's going to be in New York City on the Zone. It's a title fight, unification fight, actually. All right, for Amanda Serrano's WBC, WBO, and IBF featherweight championship belts of the world, and Erica Cruz's WBA featherweight title of the world. All right, it's a 10-round contest at featherweight. Featherweight is 126 pounds, if you didn't know. All right, it's Amanda Serrano versus Erica Cruz Hernandez. Amanda Serrano is 43-2, 1 draw, 30 KOs, 31 years of age. She's a southpaw. She stands at 5'5.5" with a 65.5-inch reach, and she's from Puerto Rico. Her opponent, Erica Cruz Hernandez, is 15-1, 3 KOs, 32 years of age. She's also a southpaw, so this is a clash of southpaw, which should be interesting. And she stands at 5'6" with a 64-inch reach. She's from Mexico, so this is a battle of Puerto Rico versus Mexico, which is always a good clash anytime they collide. I feel like this is going to be a good one, man. This is going to be a good fight. It should be a good showing. A lot of people should come out for this fight. In New York, we have a lot of Puerto Ricans. We have a lot of Mexicans. So, yeah, man. I feel like Amanda Serrano should get the job done in this fight, and continue her winning ways. Get back to that Katie Taylor fight if Katie is willing. Yeah, man, I feel like she'll win this fight. I say a unanimous decision win for Amanda Serrano. All right. Next fight I want to talk about is also a unification fight. It's the second title fight on the card. So this is a card full of title fights, man. Unification fights, man. All right. It's for it's Alicia Baumgartner versus Liam McCallett. It's for Alicia Baumgartner's WBC, WBO, and IBF junior lightweight titles. And it's for the vacant WBA junior lightweight title. So whoever wins this fight is undisputed at the weight, man. All right, let's get into it. Alicia Baumgartner is 13-1, 7 KOs, 28 years of age. She stands at 5'6", and she's from Fremont, Ohio. And her opponent, Liam McCallett. She's 15-1, 3 KOs, 31 years of age, and she's from Paris, France. She basically has that same identical record as Erica Cruz Hernandez. So, yeah, they basically got the same record. They're just from 2 different places. And Cruz Hernandez is a year older than her. I just noticed that. But I feel like Alicia Baumgartner, I love Alicia Baumgartner, no lie. I feel like she's amazing for the sport. I thought she was from the UK because, I don't know why I thought she was from the UK actually. But she's from America, and we need American women, fighters like her, man, with the charisma, with the good looks, and she's a good-looking woman, man. So, yeah, man, we need that, man. That'll put a lot of eyes on women boxing, man. And yeah, I really, really like her. And plus, she has fucking skills, man. She's a skillful boxer. I fuck with her, so yeah, man. I like Alicia Bumgarner a lot, though. But I feel like she will get this win against Aline McCallett. Continue her winning ways. Her only loss was against, I forget who it was against, but it was against the upper echelon fighter. And it was a stumble, man. You know, you win some, you lose some. But I feel like she's, you know, her second half of her career is going to be better than the first, man. And I say unanimous decision win for Alicia Bumgarner. All right. Next fight I want to talk about on the card is also this is a women's fight, but it's not. You know, I think the whole card is full of women, but I'm not quite sure, so I'm not gonna, you know, put that on there. But I think it is. All right. But this fight is a 10-round contest at super middleweight. Super middleweight is 168 pounds. If you did know, that's the weight to GWOAT at too. So she might be ready, you know, for the GWOAT after this fight. Well, not ready, but the GWOAT needs somebody to get in the ring with. So this might be a good opponent. All right. Shadecia Green versus Aileen Cederos. Shadecia Green is 11-0, 10 KOs, 33 years of age. She stands at 5'8". She's from Paterson, New Jersey. And I like her on paper because I ain't seen her. All right, her opponent, Aileen Cederos. Ooh, I butchered that bitch. Whatever it is, Aileen. I ain't gonna say whatever it is, but I'm having a hard time pronouncing it, so we're gonna call you Aileen. Aileen, she's 8-1, 4 KOs, 38 years of age. She stands at 5'10.5" with a 70-inch reach, and she's from Sweden, and she's coming off of a loss. So, and that's the first loss of her career, you know. So we at 38 years of age too. So, ooh, let's see how the you know how she handles that at 38. And I don't think she's going to handle it well. I think Shadecia Green should handle her. Like I said, I like her on paper. And I feel like she should be a, you know, a candidate for fighting GWOAT if she does win this fight, man. Which I see she should have no problem doing. I feel like a unanimous decision win for Shadecia Green. Like I said, I haven't seen her. But her record looks pretty good, man. And yeah, that's it for the upcoming fights this weekend. Should be a pretty exciting weekend of boxing, you know, with the ESPN card and the women's title fight cards, man. Actually, should be a pretty good weekend of boxing, man. So I'm looking forward to it, man. After a lackluster January, February is kicking off, you know, with a bang. But January kicked off with a bang, too, and then it tailed off. So we shall see. All right, in other news, I seen Terrence Crawford at the Alexis Rocha fight, you know, talking to Oscar De La Hoya and his partner. I forget his name, but he was talking to those guys, you know, I guess about signing with Golden Boy in the near future, you know. So, because he doesn't have a promotional company at this time. He was with Bob Arum, a top rank, you know. I guess it didn't work out there. They wasn't getting him the big fights. I don't see Golden Boy getting him the big fight that he wants with Errol Spence, you know. Even though they have worked together in the past, Golden Boy and PBC, but I don't see his logic in this. But we shall see, you know, if he signs with him and if it does become beneficial for him and Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins. But yeah, man, we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, people. Rob's World of Boxing. Yeah.